The jack-o'-lantern. The chocolate ice.
Hello. I apologize for the yoga instructor ponytail. It's not long enough yet to free flow. So you remember when you were a kid, you went trick-or-treating? Unless you had neglectful parents and you didn't. And you sat in your house and looked outside just through a window, teary-eyed and sad. Mother, why can't I go trick-or-treat with the other children? You weren't good this year, Tommy. But I'm never good, Mother. I'm never good. I wasn't one of those families. I went trick-or-treating all the time whenever I was a kid, and I always knew that I had my preferred candies. So I figured today let's revisit the concept, but as adults. We have access to things that make candy better. You remember when you were younger, again, they always said be careful who you get your candy from because it could be drugs. Drugs are too expensive to be putting in Halloween candy. I'm not doing that shit. Plus, whoever started that razor blade thing, that's kind of ridiculous too. Never even heard of that before. So I got a small variety of candy here from the store. I didn't want to spend too much money on this. I think this was about 25 bucks. But I have this tier list here. You can see it. I have to do this. But it's got a wide variety of Goku Do It Fall. It's got a wide variety of candies here, and I figured I would live eat the ones that I can and tell you about the others that I can't. The chocolate smell immediately when you just let them dump on the table. It's just tantalizing. Oh, I'm wet. Let's start with this little fella right here. This is a Twix. Oh my god. 3 simple ingredients. It's a cookie, it's caramel, and it's chocolate. And you just... my god. I love Twix. It's one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's my, number one. Most definitely in the top 5, and because of that, Twix is going in the first gon. Next up, we got the Milky Way. I honestly forgot what's in this. I also think it's only 3 simple ingredients, but I do know it's chocolate caramel, and I think, like a whipped chocolate? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, Milky Way has never been my go-to. It's good, don't get me wrong. 3 simple ingredients is delicious. It has never been my go-to, so just for its simplicity and how good it does, taste, I'll just, A. Next up, we got 3 Musketeers. Now, 3 Musketeers is one that I always ignored when I was younger, so let's see how different I think now. Yeah. So 3 Musketeers is just chocolate and whipped chocolate. I can't say I think it needs a little more because Milky Way is essentially just the evolution of 3 Musketeers. So because it's just lacking that caramel, because I like caramel. So I say because it's lacking that, it's going in B. Now we got an all-time classic here, folks. This is the Snickers. You gotta make sure to say it really clearly or else people will think you're saying something else, and I don't want to be accused of anything.
Snickers. Sickers. Snices.
So it's nougat, peanuts, caramel, and chocolate. I'm explaining them like you've never heard of any of these brands, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just as entertainment. So Snickers is also one that I enjoy. I am slightly biased towards the fun size, because as enjoyable as the full-size ones are, and as much as I like to just lick that vein that it has, it's a lot more enjoyable in the fun size. So it's definitely going in A, but it's not one of my top 5 candies. Alright, so we got another 4 here. Let's start off with a little variety, because I've been eating a lot of chocolate. I think we need to switch it up. Haribo Gold Bears. Now, Haribo, they got that stupid jingle, but they come in a variety of flavors. So I can't judge it based on each gummy bear, right? I just swallow them bitches. Because gummy bears, I've noticed, especially in the fun sizes, they are especially, hard to chew, which is kind of weird. But Haribo has always given me a consistent, nice fruit flavor all in my mouth, as opposed to, a specific flavor. It's just fruit. But it's never one that I will automatically be like, oh, fuck yeah, fucking gummy bears. I'll be like, oh, cool. I guess I'll have those later on. They're not last gone. I still definitely like them. but they're just they're Haribo Gold Bears. All right, back to chocolate. We got Kit Kat. Well, you know what they say with Kit Kats. You have to eat them in a very specific way. To that, I say,
No.
I'm an independent man. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I think if you want to eat a chocolate bar with the gimmick, what was I going with that? The crisp wafers and the chocolate. It's good. It's definitely good. Don't get me wrong. I just definitely think that there are better options, but it's not bad. Definitely. So it's also going in B, just because it's also a name brand that gives it kind of an edge. I don't know. Controversial opinion about Reese's. Which maybe not. I don't know who loves Reese's in my fan base. If I don't have a fan base, what the fuck am I talking about? I think the original Reese's don't really have the best chocolate to peanut butter ratio. Okay, never mind. I'm fucking stupid, because that's actually phenomenal. Has it been that long since I've had a Reese's cup? Wow. Eating too many, definitely. It's gonna be overwhelming. I don't think I could be one of those people who eat that big ass one you can buy during Valentine's Day, or the one you can get from Hershey's World, which I've never been. No, I have been to Hershey's World. I don't know if there's like a, no, not Hershey's World. I've been to the Hershey's store in Las Vegas, but I haven't been to Hershey's World. But I know they have the big ass, like, Reese's cups you could fill with like peanut butter and anything else. I couldn't tackle that. You couldn't pay me to tackle that. I would rather jump off a cliff. Those, I'd eat one and be satisfied. I don't need another. I really don't need another. So they're definitely a really good one and done, which for that they'll go in the A. Because especially someone who's I don't know if you are someone who's trying to watch your weight, but I think you need to be filled with less. And Reese's is probably pretty good for that, especially since they got the peanut butter. It's thick. All right, so now we're on to one I don't like. These are the Twizzlers. I know I don't like Twizzlers. I don't have to try this, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I like torturing myself. Could do a lot worse, though. I definitely could. Who knows? I'd probably be into some of it. You never know. Oh, Lord. You could pull it apart. Ah. Come on. Be a big boy and swallow. Ah. Pardon me. I gotta do something. I'm okay with candy sticking to my teeth, but I don't like big chunks sticking to my teeth, and I especially don't like Twizzlers. Twizzlers are terrible. I don't like, I know. Straight into the trash. I don't like licorice in general. In fact, while I'm at it, not only are Twizzlers going straight into the trash, another one right here I know, Good and Plenty. Those motherfuckers can go in the trash because they fucking suck. Ken Pyle. Ow, what the bastard. Being defeated by a fucking plastic bag. This is humiliating. Damn it. So this bag already had two candies that we've reviewed so far, peanut butter cups and Kit Kats, but it also had these two candies, and this was the only bag that had Hershey's and Almond Joys, unfortunately. So let's give them a shot. Now, I can tell you right now, I love Almond Joys, okay? I love almond. I love them. I wasn't expecting to do that. It's just so good. Pardon me. Oh, God.
I think I busted a little bit.
Almond Joys are going in First Gone. Those are my goats right there. What am I talking about? Well, Hershey's now. I'm not anti-Hershey's. You can do better, but it's cheap garbage chocolate. You could do a lot better, most definitely. Last gone. Hershey's are most definitely last gones for me. But there's more in there. This is the fruit bag. You always have the fruit bag. They never put fruit, and they mostly never put fruit and chocolate in the same bags. This is the fruit bag. It's got all the fruity candies. Laffy Taffy's up next. Now, Laffy Taffy comes in a variety of flavors. So I really like banana Laffy Taffy. It's delicious. This candy wasn't so hard to get out of the fucking wrapper. It always sticks. Why does it stick? You don't need to do that. You need to get in my mouth. We're throwing Laffy Taffy into B tier. Because, while I do love banana Laffy Taffy, I don't love all the flavors. I like all the flavors, but I don't love all the flavors. I need to love a majority of the flavors. And I don't love a majority of the flavors. So, it's definitely a B tier candy. Next, we got Nerds. So, Nerds, I was never really too thrilled about grabbing Nerds. I feel like Nerds are the candy that were always left at the bottom of the bowl. The ones that the other kids didn't want to grab, and you got to that house too late, so all they had was just purple and pink Nerds. But you had to like smile and say trick or treat, and you had to take it because they didn't have anything else, and they weren't going to restock. That was the end of the night. It was too late. You're supposed to crunch them. But I don't like crunching Nerds. I just straight drink them. There is a Nerds TikTok. There is a TikTok account for Nerds. I'm going to look up the Nerds TikTok account. I'm going to put a video of something they posted. This is ridiculous.
Nerds Gummy Clusters. Unleash your senses.
Nerds are our last gone candy, which is probably why they were always at the bottom of the bowl. Here's another classic bottom of the bowl candy. These are Sweet Tarts. The Sweet Tarts we have are way different from the Sweet Tarts in other... No, it's not Sweet Tarts, it's Smarties. I'm stupid. But they're the same thing, really. I think just Sweet Tarts are more tangy. Now, I do usually prefer just to pop one, suck it, let it dissolve. And straight up crunching on a Sweet Tart, foul business. Definitely last gum. Can't move them any farther, that's it.
Alright, motherfuckers, you're not hit with him anymore, you're with me now. So we're just gonna tackle the rest of the candies on this list that weren't included. We're gonna start off similarly to where we ended with Smarties. Smarties are the one I was thinking about, where it's completely different in a different country. But our Smarties are hot garbaje. So they're going in last. No, you know what? Straight into the trash. I think Sweet Tarts are at least a little better. But Smarties, that's straight chalk. You are eating straight chalk. We're gonna do an interesting one here. It's called Necco. I've never eaten it because it was never in my neighborhood. That sounds like an old person candy. Bit of Honeys. Now, actually, I've had those a few times. They're B. I like them, but they're not stellar. Baby Ruth bar is a classic of Halloween. Actually, you know what? It's not, because I never really got them too often, but they still are good. I like Baby Ruths. We'll put them in the A. Crunch bars I did get, and they are very simple. They're going in B. Hershey's, cookies, and cream. My lord, I would bust for some cookies and cream. Am I making too many sexual references to busting? M&M's are also another classic, but also another one that I see very often. But I enjoy M&M's. They'll go in A. Peanut M&M's are another first gone. I love peanut M&M's. Peanut butter M&M's are also amazing. Peanut M&M's are my number one. 100 grand bars are delightful. They're like a Crunch bar, and a Babe Ruth had a baby. If I'm remembering the ingredients correctly, I might not be. I'm sorry. Andes Mints. You get them at Olive Garden. and they're throwing those bitches away. What? I have negative experiences with Reese's Pieces. Well, I was taking a vacation with my family when I was younger, and we went to SeaWorld, but I ended up vomiting at the end of the first day. I partially think it's because I either got food poisoning or maybe it was the water, I don't know. But I do know I vomited, and the only thing that I had eaten prior to the vomiting was an entire box of Reese's Pieces. So for a very, very long time, all I tasted when I ate Reese's Pieces was that night. I got flashbacks. But recently, I have lightened my tone towards Reese's Pieces because I have slowly forgotten the past. So that'll go in B. Dots are atrocious, but they're not terrible, so they're going in last gone. Runts. I never got those too often, but I am familiar with the candy. Those are probably straight into the trash just because I'm not a big fan of Runts. Fun dips were always not really fun dips. I had a buddy on a school bus one time. It was the end of the year and people were passing him things to snort. He snorted Fun Dip, he snorted crushed up Smarties, and he snorted spicy Doritos. I never partook in that. That day forward, I vowed to never shove any foreign substances up my nose, and for that, Fun Dip is in the last gone. Pixie Stick is straight into the trash because it is hot garbage. It's flavored sugar, and it's not even good flavored sugar because it's somehow, like, it makes you dehydrated, and I don't understand why. I actually love these caramel apple pops. I'm always there for them. First gone. Mr. Goodbar is also one of the simple ones, but it's very good. It's A. It's essentially a bigger peanut M&M. Charleston Chews. Now, I've had Charleston Chews in the movie theater box, but I never got them in these little individual packages here. But I do enjoy them. They'll definitely go in A. I really like to, when I get the boxes, I put them in the freezer, and I freeze them, and they're all nice and crunchy. Candy corn is a first gone. I love candy corn. It is heavenly. Let me eat my flavored wax in peace, okay? I don't know why Gushers and Fruit Roll-Ups are on here. I never really got those passed out, but they're both going in A just because they are a very good snack. Fireballs. Now, I'm not against spicy food. I enjoy spicy food, but these Fireballs are never one that I, like, just went straight towards. A Payday. Paydays I never had too often passed out in my neighborhood, but I have had Paydays. And they're B tier. They're okay. Mike and Ike's are pretty fucking good. Those are going in A. This strawberry hard candy thing with, like, the jelly middle, it's an old person candy. But even though it's that, it's still definitely an A tier because it's still good. Those little packs of gum, I actually did have that a few times, but they're always last gone because it's gum. I'm not gonna eat gum. I'm gonna chew on it and either spit it out or swallow it. But I'm not looking forward to gum. Swedish Fish are an first gone. And first gone? What the f? Swedish Fish are a first gone for me because they're good. I like them. They're so good. Mamba, not too familiar, but I have had it a few times. It's going in B. Airheads are pretty good. I like to partake in that weird little trick where if you flick it around a bunch, it gets all tiny. You can just pop it in your mouth and chew it. Those are definitely going in A. Werther's Original, another old person candy, but it's still actually pretty decent. It's going in B. Heath Bar. Now, a Heath Bar is another first gone. I actually really enjoy Heath Bars. They hurt my teeth, but they're so delicious. It's an abusive relationship that I can't get out of. Tootsie Rolls are always last gone just because I don't like original Tootsie Rolls that much, but I don't despise them. I definitely enjoy the flavored ones like 10 times more than I enjoy the non-flavored ones. Those will go in A tier just because I think the good ones outweigh the bad. And the vanilla ones are divine, dude. Butterfingers are a B tier for me. They're good in certain situations, but they're not one that I'll always go to. A Hershey's Kiss is very plain, very simple, and it's always last gone just because it's just chocolate. Starbursts are a B tier candy. Junior Mints are a last gone candy, even though those were never actually handed out. This is just on the list for some reason. Now, I enjoy a blow pop. I'll put that in A, but the gum never lasted too long. It always just ran out of flavor within like the first maybe minute to 2 minutes after chewing it. Maybe not even that. Because what if you just decided to crunch into that thing? You can crunch into a blow pop. No one can stop you. You have free will. Do what you want. Same with the ring pop. You could just straight up eat that sucker, which is what I do on occasion, and it's an A tier. Again, a Jolly Rancher. While it is atrocious,
So I'm eating Jolly Ranchers, right? They gave me no blue raspberry, dog. Not one blue raspberry though.
You could do that, but it'd still be. I'ma say it. I got older, and I'm less of a child than I used to be. So I gotta say, a toothbrush is the first gone, just because I could always use more toothbrushes. If I drop that motherfucker on my bathroom floor, I am not using it again. I don't trust my bathroom floor. I keep it clean, but it's the bathroom floor. And apples are pretty good, but I'll put that in B just because it honestly depends on the apple. There are golden apples, all crisp. Those are delicious. I love a Granny Smith. The crisp red ones are also really good, but only when they're crisp. I've had negative experiences with red apples, mostly because the ones from school were always soft, and it was just terrible. Hot tamales are the spicy bisexual cousin of Mike and Ike's, and I actually really like those. They'll go in A. Double bubble bubblegum is always a last gone. Those are another one that I have an issue with running out of flavor. That just fucking sucks. Milk duds are also another last gone just because they are too sticky. Lemon heads are a good leaven candy, but they're not one that I'll always go to, so that'll be in the last gone as well. Raisinets are never handed out in my neighborhood, and actually really never had those, so yeah, I don't know. I'll be real. If I have had a Toblerone, I wouldn't remember, but I've never had. I don't know. Skittles are a really good poppable fruit candy. They're definitely going in A. I don't know what a Zero Bar is. A York Peppermint Patty is a last gone just because it's good for freshening up your breath. I actually quite enjoy Now and Later's. Those will go in A. Whopper, 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 Whopper. It's a really B-tier Whopper. Extreme Sour Warheads. I'm not really a big fan of these. These are the last gones. I can handle them. I can most definitely handle them. It's just too much. I'm not too sure what a sugar daddy is, I'll be honest. I know what a sugar baby is. Is a sugar daddy just a big version of a sugar baby? If that's so, then those are pretty B tier because they're kind of mid. Tootsie Roll Pops are also kind of mid. There's a B. Chewy caramels are actually pretty delicious. Those will go in A. Finally, Sour Patch Kids are the first gones because those are, I just love opening it up and dumping the whole thing in my mouth. They have the right balance of sweet and sour. But I do think Sour Patch Kids would benefit from selling their candy without the powder on it, if you get my drift. Unsour the Sour Patch. Sell the children. And with that, our tier list is complete. Please let me know if there are any candies you would switch around in the comments below. And please also let me know if there are any candies that you would include that weren't on this list. Please like, comment, and subscribe, or if you disliked my content, please dislike. Have a good night, and happy Halloween.